I'm going to go over infiltration testing today, and the way that we do our testing is through this little bucket device that I've converted into an infiltrometer. So if I tilt this over, you'll see that there's a little ring at the bottom. That ring accommodates the different materials. So if I want to test Profideco, slip that in there and do the water test. If I want to do a jointing material like this is D1, slip that into there and I do the water test. That ring at the bottom is 10% of the entire diameter. So the bottom of this bucket is a 10-inch diameter. This ring is just under 4 inches. I believe it's about 3 3/4 of an inch. Anyways, it's definitely 10% of the entire diameter. So all of our testing is based on 10% void space. The way you do an infiltration test is typically you would put a ring. There's an ASTM certified ring. It's brass. You would take that ring and you would put plumber's putty around the outside. There's a certain amount of water, which happens to be 18 liters. I'm doing the exact same process here. It's just a little bit different because I'm not actually testing pavers on the ground. I'm testing the actual material based on 10% void space. 18 liters of water. You can't put all of the water into the bucket at once. There's actually, if you look again at the bottom of the ring, bottom of the bucket, there's a little space that shows 10 millimeters. So I have to keep the water at that 10 millimeter mark, between 5 and 10 millimeters. As it drops, I fill it up a bit. That is so that the weight of the water isn't affecting the infiltration. So I've got 18 liters of water in here. I'm slowly going to put it into the bucket. I'm going to time the whole thing, and then at the end, Unilock has a great test infiltration calculator on their website. You literally just punch in the diameter of your ring, the time, and it spits out in inches per hour for you. That's how I do all of the Romex infiltration testing. So if a city of Toronto, let's say, asks us for specific infiltration numbers, I will actually go through this process so that it's current with the current sand that we have out there. So just to show you, this is our Profideco. If I were to install the Profideco at the bottom of the bucket, the water's just going to pour through. I time it for 18 liters of water and away we go. I keep that off to the side. If you're going to HNA, by the way, come down and have a look. I'm going to have this set up, so if you want to learn about infiltration testing, come by the booth and we'll show you. This is D1, so I'm testing D1 today. I'm going to take this, put it into the bottom of the bucket. There's a pre-wetting that needs to occur because the joint material is dry. The joint material needs to basically charge a little bit so that the water has a better way of going through, and that keeps everything consistent. So every time you do an infiltration test, you need to pre-wet the surface and inside the ring. And what that is 1/3 the amount of 18 liters, so that's 6 liters of water. I have 6 liters of water. You take this, put it into the bucket, let it all go through, and then you start your test afterwards. Now there's a few things to keep in mind. If you're doing a pre-wet and it goes over a certain time period, I forget what it is offhand right now, you change the amount of water from 18 liters down to, I believe it's 9. So if you have a really slow infiltration rate, you don't want to be here for 4 hours. That's what you would do. I don't know what that is because I'm never here for 4 hours. It's actually pretty quick. As you can see, this is D1 and it's pouring through pretty quick. So looks like we're gonna have a good result here. So and that's it. I'm gonna check the time, put the time into the calculator and see what our inches per hour is. That was pretty quick, one of the quickest ones I've done in a while. Let's see what the results are.